So y'all, one day I was thinking. I got to thinking about the whole Adam and Eve, and I got to thinking about this whole thing, just the way that I perceive God is different. I believe he's all-knowing. I believe he's powerful, and I believe we are blessed to be alive. But some things we have to think outside the box, and I'm not going to get that deep into it. But the core of it is Adam and Eve were in the garden. As we know, it's Eden. And God put them in the garden, and you can touch anything you want to, go at it, go ham. They're butt booty naked. They don't even know they're naked, and they're naked. You can touch anything, but don't touch that tree over there of good and evil and knowledge or whatever. From what we're told, when the ramifications that came following Eve biting the apple was opening Pandora's box. Yeah, she opened Pandora's box when she bit it, and then the consequences that came thereafter was something that was crucial. Me personally, as a parent, because we're going to put God in the parent spot, right? We're the kids, we're his children. As a parent, it's one thing to be like, hey, you can sit in the living room, but don't be messing up my furniture. Keep your feet off my furniture, don't be jumping on it, whatever. It's another thing to know, like, you're not going to leave a pistol in the room with your kid and be like, hey, whatever you can do, whatever you want in this room, but don't touch that pistol. Because you can end your life. You're not going to do that. You're not going to chance it, right? So, at any rate, she eats the apple and all of this stuff. Childbirth got her hurt and all this other kind of stuff that's going on. She was listening to a snake. And, of course, we know that's metaphorically because, child, ain't nobody snake talking. Okay? Now, I'm not going to get into animal whispering and telepathy and all that shit. But you ain't never heard a snake talking. And trust me, if there was one talking around here, it would have hit social media. You ain't seen it yet. So ain't nothing new. So you know that's metaphorically. Okay? I'm just throw that out there. So if part of it is metaphorically, then all of it can be. But yet we take some parts literally and we make others metaphorically because we can't wrap our head around it. Literally the ones we want to throw at people and hold people and condemn them with, we take that kind of stuff literal. Anyhow, so they bite into it. And now they begin to know that they're naked. And now they begin to recognize stuff that they didn't before because they have a different knowledge has expanded. So before we could say they were a little naive, they were just going through emotions, enjoying all the blessings and goodness of life. They were skipping with their booty out. And shoot, it wasn't like Adam was straight probably trying to caress her booty all the time because he just ain't really realized what was going on. I mean, that's what it was. They was naked. That's how they moved. That wasn't taboo to them. A man now see a little bit of a shoulder, he loses his mind. Back then, well, at this point, it was an issue. Now they know all kind of stuff. So it's safe to say God knew it was this tree was going to open them up to understanding things and knowing things that they didn't need to know. So is it safe to say that possibly it's not good for humans to know too much? Because when we begin to know too much or think we know too much, we're detrimental to ourselves. Here it is. Technology is a lot of things that we're doing with this technology that I think is progressive in some way, but everything has its good and bad. It's just necessary. It's called balance. So we as humans have done a lot of things almost mimicking as if we're God, you know, the Almighty God, not individual gods and goddesses. We act as if we're creators of the planet and all the things that inhabit it. And we take things too far. I think that metaphor, all of that was to say that when we get to doing too much, it's some real consequences and discomforts and devastation that comes out of that. And we as humans, we continue to do too much, and we're doing too much more every day. And this is why the world is just too sick, because we know so much and we know nothing at all. And ever since we've gotten that other part of us, that we're no longer have enough information to survive. No, we know more than that. So the naive and the innocence has went away. And we tapping into all type of stuff. And maybe we were supposed to tap into it, but when it was necessary or with balance. But you know, we gonna OD on some shit every time. I just was thinking about that, and I wanted to throw that out there. I think that we should reverence God however we reverence him. People have different religions, and I'm not gonna say one is over the other. But I think it's important to reverence that there is a creator. I think we need to learn that we're not the creator. as much as we want to be, we can never do that. Somebody created us. So right off rip, we're not superior to the person that created us. That's just insane. So I think that we need to learn that we are doing the most, and whoever we're trying to help, or whatever we think is to our benefit at the time, ultimately it leads to major devastation. And at the end of the day, today I'm oppressed and you living high on the hog, but eventually we'll all be in distress, because that's how we're moving, and it's not gonna skip nobody. So we gotta learn that you bit on that apple strong and hard, and you ran with everything your brain was enlightened with, even to your own detriment. We gotta chill. We really gotta chill. That Adam and Eve story, if you break it down for yourself, I'm talking about for yourself, not with nobody else's interpretation, for yourself. Just the simple basic stuff that you probably learned in kindergarten. You really think about that and simmer on that, metaphorically, it's on it. It's on it. But sometimes we take things too literally, and sometimes we miss what we supposed to have gotten. If only we would keep it simple.